Did you know that the Eiffel Tower grows taller in the summer? Yes, it's true. Heat causes the metal to expand, making the tower grow up to 6 inches taller. Welcome to the heart of Paris, where stands a marvel of architectural prowess and engineering genius. Rising from the cityscape, the Eiffel Tower, fondly known as La Dame de Fer or the Iron Lady, is an icon that symbolizes France's spirit of innovation and elegance. But here's an intriguing twist. This iconic giant has a secret life that's controlled by the weather. Just imagine the Eiffel Tower, all 7,300 tons of puddled iron, basking in the summer sun. As the temperature rises, the iron begins to warm, and something extraordinary happens. The particles within the metal get excited, they start to move more, and as a result, they need more space. So the iron expands. This phenomenon, known as thermal expansion, makes the Eiffel Tower grow taller in the summer by up to 6 inches. And it's not just the height that changes. The tower also leans slightly away from the sun as the sun-facing side expands more than the other. So, in essence, we have a dynamic, living, and breathing structure that responds to the environment, defying its image as a static monument. It's fascinating, isn't it? A testament to the marvels of science and the genius of its designer, Gustave Eiffel. His creation not only charms the world with its elegance, but also intrigues with its scientific phenomena. And remember, this is just one of the many fascinating aspects of the Eiffel Tower. From its unique design and construction to its role in communication, and as a symbol of France, the tower has countless stories to tell. So the next time you're in Paris in the summer, remember you're looking at a slightly taller Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower wasn't always loved as it is today. In fact, it was initially supposed to be a temporary structure. A fascinating start, isn't it? The iconic symbol of France, the Iron Lady, was never meant to be permanent. The Eiffel Tower's story begins in the late 19th century, during a time of industrial innovation and architectural competition. Paris was preparing to host the 1889 World's Fair, an international exhibition celebrating the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. The plan was to construct an iron tower on the Champ de Mars near the Seine that would stand around 300 meters tall, a lofty goal for the era. The man behind this daring project was Gustave Eiffel, a French civil engineer known for his innovative use of iron in bridge building. Eiffel's design was selected from over 300 submissions, and construction began in 1887. The idea was to create a structure that showcases France's industrial prowess to the world. But not everyone was thrilled with this audacious project. Many Parisians were horrified by the idea of a giant iron skeleton towering over their beautiful city. It was seen as an eyesore, a monstrous intrusion on the Parisian skyline. Critics called it useless and monstrous, an iron monstrosity, and even a truly tragic street lamp. But Eiffel was undeterred. He believed in his vision and fought against the criticism. By using prefabricated parts and employing meticulous planning, the tower was completed in just over 2 years, a remarkable achievement for its time. And when it was finally unveiled at the World's Fair, it was an instant sensation. Over the years, the Eiffel Tower has won over its critics and captured the hearts of millions. It has evolved from an engineering marvel to a beacon of French culture and a symbol of human ingenuity. It's a testament to the power of vision, resilience, and innovation. But as we see it now, the Eiffel Tower has become an indispensable part of the Paris skyline. And so, the Iron Lady stands tall, a proud symbol of a city and a nation, reminding us that beauty is often found in the most unexpected places. the creator of the Eiffel Tower, Gustave Eiffel, had a secret. He had designed a private apartment at the very top of the tower. Now let's delve a bit deeper into this hidden gem. Picture this, a cozy nest tucked away over 900 feet above the ground amidst the iron lattice work of the most celebrated monument in France. Gustave Eiffel, an engineer by profession, was not just the mastermind behind the Eiffel Tower's innovative design. He was also a man who knew how to enjoy the finer things in life. When he was not engrossed in his engineering pursuits, he retreated to this secret apartment, a sanctuary away from the hustle and bustle of the city below. The apartment was small and modestly furnished, but what it lacked in size, it made up for in views. It offered a panoramic vista of the city that no other Parisian could boast of. What's more, it was a place where Eiffel could entertain his esteemed guests, which included some of the most influential figures of the time. Imagine the conversations that must have taken place there, high above the city, amidst the clouds. But despite the many requests he received, Eiffel never rented out his private haven. It remained his and his alone, a testament to the man's love for his creation. Today, the apartment is open to the public, preserved just as Eiffel left it, complete with wax figures of Eiffel and his daughter Claire, giving us a glimpse into the man behind the monument. Gustave Eiffel's secret apartment is more than just a hidden room at the top of a tower. It's a symbol of the man's genius, his foresight, and his love for the extraordinary. It's a reminder that behind every great creation, there's a creator who poured their heart and soul into it. And in the case of the Eiffel Tower, that creator was Gustave Eiffel. Imagine the views high above Paris in your own private hideaway. The Eiffel Tower has been more than just a monument. It's also served as a giant antenna for radio transmissions. Indeed, the Eiffel Tower's towering stature and strategic location made it an ideal candidate for a different kind of role. As early as the turn of the 20th century, the tower began to play a part in the burgeoning field of wireless communication. In 1901, Gustave Eiffel himself allowed a young Italian inventor named Guglielmo Marconi to use the tower for a series of experiments in wireless telegraphy. These early experiments paved the way for the tower's later use as a radio transmission hub. During the First World War, the Eiffel Tower served as a critical communication tool. The French military used it to intercept enemy messages and relay crucial information, utilizing the tower's height to transmit signals at an unprecedented range. This role was so vital that the French military even considered dismantling the tower to prevent it from falling into enemy hands should Paris be captured. Come the Second World War, the Eiffel Tower once again played a crucial role in communication, but this time it was under German control. The Nazis famously hoisted a swastika flag at the tower's summit and used its powerful antenna to coordinate their military efforts. However, the tower's life as a communication tool wasn't all about warfare. In fact, quite the opposite. In 1935, the Eiffel Tower began transmitting television signals, becoming an integral part of France's early television network. It continued to serve this function for many decades, helping to disseminate information, entertainment, and culture throughout the nation. And so, the Eiffel Tower's role in communication history is a testament to its versatility and enduring relevance. While it began its life as an architectural marvel and a symbol of French ingenuity, it soon evolved into a crucial tool for communication, playing a pivotal role in both times of peace and times of war. From a World's Fair exhibit to a wartime communication tool, The Eiffel Tower has certainly played many roles. Today, the Eiffel Tower is more than just a structure. It's a symbol of France and an icon of Parisian culture. Its iron lattice has graced countless postcards, been immortalized in numerous films, and inspired countless works of art and literature. It's hard to think of Paris or even France without the image of the Eiffel Tower springing to mind. The Eiffel Tower has been a silent character in many a film, from romantic comedies like Amélie to thrillers like Frantic. Its majestic silhouette has provided the backdrop for countless climactic scenes, love stories, and dramatic twists. Whether it's a sweeping aerial shot or a close-up of the tower's complex ironwork, filmmakers have long been captivated by its cinematic potential. But the influence of the Eiffel Tower extends far beyond the silver screen. It's been the muse for many a painter, from the post-impressionist works of Georges Seurat to the Cubist interpretations of Robert Delaunay. Its iconic form has inspired poets, authors, and musicians, becoming a metaphor for human achievement, resilience, and love. The Eiffel Tower's influence can also be seen in the architectural world. Its innovative use of iron and its daring design have inspired countless structures around the globe. From Tokyo Tower in Japan to the Blackpool Tower in England, the Eiffel Tower's architectural legacy is truly global. More than a century since its construction, the Eiffel Tower continues to captivate us. It's a testament to human ingenuity, a beacon of hope, and a symbol of romance. It's a place where proposals are made, dreams are realized, and memories are created. So, the Eiffel Tower stands not just as a testament to architectural brilliance, but also as a symbol of the city of love and the country that built it.